Xenoblade Definitive Edition is finally here, and while many of us have played the game on the Wii or the 3DS, many gamers will be getting their first taste of Xenoblade for the first time now. There's a lot of things the game doesn't outright tell you or make clear, so to make the experience more enjoyable and certain gameplay mechanics easier to grasp, I've compiled a short list of quick tips to make your experience with Xenoblade Definitive Edition even better. Number 1. Agility is the most important stat in the game. Agility in Xenoblade ties into how often you dodge and how often you hit enemies. On the surface, this may not sound too impressive, but if you pump the stat high enough into one of your tanks like Dunban, you'll tank enemies by simply dodging most of their attacks. Agility is also a necessity for hitting enemies that are higher level than you, as you may notice your attacks missing often otherwise. You may be tempted to equip heavy armor on your tanks, since logically it would make sense to equip armor with the most defense. But in reality, you're better off equipping medium or even light armor that keeps your weight down. Weight impacts your agility in a negative way. The more weight, the lower your agility. To keep things simple, go for equipment that raises your stats in general without sacrificing too much weight in the process, especially for your attackers with low defense like Shulk. Avoid heavy armor on them like the plague. Number 2. You can increase affinity between party members by gifting collectible items. Increasing affinity is necessary to view the heart-to-heart conversations throughout the game, and getting affinity high enough can be a struggle if you're just doing it naturally through battle and side quest conversations. So to make the process a bit easier, go into the affinity chart option in the main menu, hit the button for your party's affinity chart, and you'll see the Give Gift option in the lower right corner. You'll then select who will give the gift and who will receive the gift. From there, just select what collectibles you want to use to make the affinity level grow between the two party members. Hovering over a character will even give you a hint as to what collectible items they like and dislike. Collectibles are a great way to make money if you want to sell them, but using them in this way can make your life a lot easier if you want to view as many heart-to-hearts as possible. Also, another quick tip, when turning in side quests to NPCs, have your active party be members you want to increase the affinity between. There's a chance they'll go up in the ensuing dialogue. Number 3. Available NPCs, side quests, and monsters change depending on the time of day. There's a lot of content in Xenoblade, and a lot of it is locked behind certain times of day and night. You may have a side quest to find a specific NPC or monster, and if for some reason you can't find them, simply try changing the time of day. They may just pop up right beside you. Rare powerful monsters specifically can even be locked to certain weather conditions. Unfortunately, weather conditions are random, and you'll have to keep tinkering with the time to get the right weather to appear for you. Number 4. An easy way to increase movement speed in the overworld. If you find the movement speed in the overworld too slow, you can increase it up to 25% by finding green quick step gems. A 25% increase in movement speed may not sound too much, but it can be a noticeable difference. Number 5. If you're bored with battles, switch characters. Xenoblade has numerous party members, and all of them control very differently. Shulk is the main character, and many new players often stick to using him for the entire game. But this can create a sense of monotony as the game goes on. Try switching who you control and the game can feel completely different. Ryan is all about maintaining aggro, Dunban is a tank but his techniques come out swift and deal heavy damage, Charlotte's a dedicated healer that can also buff your allies, and Melia is a potential massive damage dealer that takes hectic but rewarding micromanaging to use to her full potential. You have many options, and it can be fun switching it up if one character is starting to feel stale. Hope these tips help someone out there, whether you're a first time player or a veteran. If anyone has more to add, leave them in the comments for others to find. Thank you guys for your time. I'll see you later. A big thank you to my patrons this month, Westtown HD, Nightmare Alpha, and Buttermilk Mike. Your help is always appreciated and it helps the channel stay alive. Thank you guys so much. And if you want to become a patron, look in the description below for the link to my Patreon. See ya.